Big 12 Studios, original content. Well, listen, it's the first time in history, and we've got big brands. We got better with the Four Corner schools. Arizona got themselves into the top 10. So we've got 5 great schools. Excited about the start of the season, but candidly, it's all about where you end the season. As excited as we are with the AP preseason poll, I want to see multiple teams in the Final Four. Big brands, historic schools that have competed at the highest levels. We were thrilled to have 4 in the top 16. That's the first time in a long time that's occurred. Again, with the Four Corner schools, we've gotten deeper, stronger in women's basketball. I'm expecting a big year out of women's basketball in the Big 12 this year. Well, I mean, listen, you add a school like Arizona, you're going to get stronger. I mean, they're effectively another blue blood that enters this conference. But then you look at Arizona State off a great summer of recruiting, transfer portal. They should be very, very strong this year. Sleepy strong, I think, in some respects. I was talking to the AD at Utah yesterday. They're excited about their men's basketball program this year. And then Colorado had a great season last year, and I think that's going to continue to build. So the best conference in America in men's basketball certainly got stronger. Big 12 Studios, original content. You guys are going to elevate and amplify everything we do, and we're really excited about our partnership with Raycom and Big 12 Studios. Also, we have Big 12 Radio on TuneIn. So we are storytelling like never before with 2 great new partners. We're working very closely with ESPN to elevate and amplify everything we do. I said earlier during Media Day today, more linear exposure to men's and women's basketball in years. So we have the biggest platforms for the biggest moments. So this year is going to be fantastic for our fans. Last year, women's basketball year over year was up 111% when you think about viewership, and it's going to continue to grow. 4 schools in the top 16 this year, great coaches, lots of star power. Social media engagement is off the charts, especially when you think about women's sports and in particular women's basketball. So we're excited about the upcoming season. You'll see more women's basketball and storytelling than ever before. I'm a basketball guy at the end of the day, and I grew up, being a part of the NBA, and although I love all of our sports, we have 25, I do lean a little bit to basketball just on a personal level. And, basketball is a special sport. It's an international sport. It's very much global. It brings in a younger demographic, which is great for our conference given where we're going. And no different than in football, we have a lot of parity when you think about basketball, men's and women. So it's a special sport, and I'm excited about the upcoming season. Every year, I adopt a player. It just happens organically. So last year at this time, I went to the Houston's men's basketball kickoff fundraiser, and I was sitting next to Jamal Shed, and Jamal Shed and I developed an incredible relationship all year long, and just a wonderful human being, great family, an incredible work ethic, and I was heartbroken, during March Madness when he went down against Duke. But he had an incredible season, and I know he's going to do well at the next level. But that was a big moment for me. Connecting with student athletes, given what we do, is a very special thing, and I take that very personally. And shared a lot of great experiences with Jamal last year. I saw everyone, but I was able to see Jason Kidd, who obviously now is the coach of the Dallas Mavericks and happens to be on the Big 12 advisory board, and someone that I have maintained a great relationship with. Saw some of the greats like Kevin Garnett, who ultimately became a Net at the tail end of his career, Paul Pierce as well. But obviously, as a fan, not just the CEO of the Brooklyn Nets, we welcomed great stars to Barclays Center, the late Kobe Bryant, obviously, LeBron James, and many, many more. Julius Erving was my idol. I was a big Sixers fan. In fact, I used to drive from North Jersey to Philadelphia to the Spectrum to watch them in the playoffs. And he was someone that, you know, I just was very passionate about, followed his career. Obviously the Sixers loved it when they won the championship in the mid-'80s. And the first basketball game I ever saw was in 1977, Christmas Day, Sixers at the Garden. And from that point on, I was a Julius Erving fan. Well, you know, I'm a big fan of basketball, so I watch them all season long. And, you know, this year we created the first ever Big 12 Alumni Council. So we do have former women basketball players, men's basketball players on our council. So I'm staying connected to them specifically. But when I'm visiting campus during the basketball season, there are usually some great alumni there from the Big 12 that I get a chance to just spend some time with, pay homage to their careers, and also seek a little guidance when I can. Kansas City embraces us. I mean, we're like their Super Bowl every year. We are the biggest sporting event annually here in Kansas City. I'd never been to Kansas City before I came here for my first championship in the spring of '23, and I was sold. Shortly thereafter, we doubled down on Kansas City, and our championships, both the men's and women's, will be here through 31. And then last year, of course, our women moved over to T-Mobile, which was the right thing to do. And now we have 10 days of world-class basketball right here in Kansas City. So this is our home away from home, and I'm thrilled to be part of the Kansas City sports community. I think it's our women's basketball, specifically our championship. We saw increased attendance last year. The electricity here last year was fantastic. I expect the same this year. So when our tickets go on sale this Friday, buy your tickets early.